Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 5:30.
We are tracking breaking news tonight after the superintendent of Fayette County Schools announced his resignation this afternoon.
Nearly a half dozen homes were broken into while the homeowners were at work in this Laurel County neighborhood.
And a former Harlan County coach accused of trying to record his players faced a judge for the first time today. WKYT News at 5:30 starts now.
We are tracking a breaking news alert out of Fayette County tonight. Good evening to you. Within the last couple of hours, we have learned Superintendent Tom Shelton has stepped down.
Shelton has led Fayette County Public Schools since 2011. His resignation comes months after an audit revealed mismanagement of finances in the school system. Shelton sent out an announcement this afternoon saying he will become the next executive director of the Kentucky Association of School Superintendents. He says, quote, "While I will miss being a part of the team here in the Fayette County Public Schools, I am confident that our school district will maintain a focus on kids." End of quote. Shelton's resignation goes into effect December 31st. The school board will meet next week to start the search for his replacement.
And another big resignation announcement coming today. Lieutenant Governor Jerry Abramson announced he is leaving to take a job with President Obama's administration. Coming up in just a little bit, WKYT's Bill Bryant will have more on his replacement.
We're tracking a crime alert in southern Kentucky tonight. Police say that someone is breaking into homes in broad daylight. They say that burglars broke into 5 homes along Highway 552 near the Lilly community yesterday.
We are told the burglars stole thousands of dollars in valuables while the homeowners were gone. WKYT's Phil Pendleton is in Laurel County tracking the investigation. He has our top story at 5:30.
It is definitely a crime where police say people feel violated. They leave in the morning to go to work, come home, and to find that their homes have been broken into and valuables gone.
Somebody has walked around inside their house that didn't belong there.
Laurel County Sheriff's deputies say they started getting phone calls late Wednesday, with many of the homeowners having nearly the exact same complaint of what thieves had done after prying open a door.
Anything that they could grab fast, and that was high value items. Electronics were one, a safe at one residence, guns were stolen in several residences, some silver at another house.
And in nearly every case, the home's medicine cabinet was rummaged through, causing police to believe the crimes are the result of people looking for stuff to sell to buy drugs.
This should send a message out to everyone that we should be more aware of our surroundings. If you see something suspicious in your area, a suspicious person or suspicious vehicle, call law enforcement and let us check them out. Might not be nothing, but let us check it out for them.
It might sound like common sense, but police say lock your doors, but usually just one isn't enough.
I like deadbolt locks. I think that helps. If you've got your main lock and then you've got a deadbolt lock on your door, it's extremely hard to get in a residence with a deadbolt lock.
And police say they really don't have a whole lot to go on at this point. They say they don't know how many people they're looking for, what kind of vehicle they were driving, as there were no witnesses to these crimes. In Laurel County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Police tell us that most of those crimes happened from Kentucky 552 to 363 near the landfill in Lilly.
A former southeastern Kentucky high school girls basketball coach faced a judge for the first time today. Last month, a grand jury indicted Harlan County high school girls basketball coach Anthony Nolan on sex-related charges. He's accused of trying to use his cell phone to record his players in the locker room. WKYT's Jennifer Palumbo is at the live desk with the latest from the courtroom. Jennifer?
Sam, 41-year-old Anthony Nolan coached the Harlan County Lady Black Bears for 6 years and taught English. He was arrested last month at the school on 4 counts of criminal attempt to promote a minor in a sexual performance. Today, he pleaded not guilty to the charges. Some current and former players believe he's innocent and are showing their support. A group of them showed up at the courthouse today wearing Harlan County basketball gear. Some made T-shirts that say #FreeCoachNolan.
He was more than just a coach. He was family. He was like another father through school and on the ball team.
It just shows that not everybody is against him and everybody's coming together to support him and to help him.
The Harlan County Sheriff says the investigation into Anthony Nolan began back in May after the sheriff received a complaint from a parent, and more charges could be filed. The sheriff also says they determined Nolan was trying to videotape the girls after players found his cell phone in the girls' locker room. At the live desk, Jennifer Palumbo, WKYT.
Jennifer, thank you. Nolan's next court appearance is a pretrial conference that's set for January 27th.
We now know the name of a man shot and killed in a parking lot yesterday. Our county-by-county coverage begins in Floyd County. The victim has now been identified as 34-year-old Bill Russell Collins of Knott County. State police say Collins was found in a parking lot north of Prestonsburg yesterday afternoon. People living nearby reported hearing gunshots moments before Collins was found. State police say they are interviewing persons of interest in this case. In Woodford County, a man is recovering after crashing his car into a creek overnight. It happened just after 1 this morning off Old Frankfort Pike in Woodford County near the Fayette County line. Police say the driver rounded a curve too quickly and flipped into South Elkhorn Creek. Luckily, a Versailles police officer saw it happen and immediately was able to call for help. The officer talked to the driver to calm him down while waiting for emergency crews to get there.
Just to get people here as quickly as I could, get on the radio and let people know and get the county fire and the EMS here, which they came in quickly to the scene and were able to help extricate the individual.
In addition to speed, police believe the weather may have played a role in this accident. And in Laurel County, Corbin police are warning people about a phone scam. Police say callers are trying to persuade people to put money on Green Dot and other money cards and then send those cards to them. We're told the callers are claiming to work for the IRS, Publishers Clearinghouse, and other sweepstakes. Police say do not give out any personal information over the phone.
Another dreary and rainy day here in the Bluegrass, and if you're heading out to Friday night football tomorrow, you better bundle up. WKYT's Chris Bailey has a first look at that colder forecast. Hello, Chris.
Yeah, a lot of chill in the air this afternoon, Sam, as that cold weather continues to blow in from the northwest. A lot of wind as we look at our live sky cam. I've got it aimed in on some of the trees that are just out our front door, and you can see those gusts that have been around 30 to 40 miles an hour at times into central and eastern Kentucky still. Kind of doing a thing out there. Currently up to 25 miles per hour with the gusts, 45 in Lexington under partly cloudy skies. Those temperatures down into the mid 40s. Will drop it toward the low 40s over the next couple of hours, but it feels like it's down into the 30s. All of this wrapping around an area of low pressure that is off to our north and northeast. Northwesterly winds adding to that chill. A lot of clouds out there. Notice how there's another little round of some showers from parts of Indiana up towards sections of the Great Lakes. That's a northwesterly wind flow around here, and a lot of times when that northwesterly wind meets up against the northwestern facing slopes of the Appalachian Mountains, that can lead to a little more in the way of some shower action. It may get just cold enough later tonight for a few folks to pick up on a wet snowflake trying to mix in with some of those showers. Live First Alert Defender showing the little hodgepodge of showers that we continue to track. A lot of that will end for most areas late tonight. Then we track a weekend of chill, and over the next 7 days, the Arctic Express arrives from Canada. We will show you exactly when it gets into town with a 7-day forecast in just a few.
With the election over, what happens to the candidate who lost the U.S. Senate race to Mitch McConnell in Kentucky? 9-year-old Laura of Eubank has our good question. With Allison Lundergan Grimes losing, will she still be the Secretary of State? Laura, thank you. We like hearing from the kids out there. Yes, Grimes will continue to be the Secretary of State. She will fulfill her full term of office of 4 years. Grimes has another year plus, a few more extra months there, having taken office on January 2nd of 2012. It is her first term, so she could run for Secretary of State again after this current 4-year term. Grimes has not publicly announced if she plans to pursue another elected office or even a second term. If you have a good question, go to WKYT.com.
I'm Bill Bryant. A dramatic day in Frankfort as the lieutenant governor announces he's resigning for a job at the White House, and the governor turns to a familiar public servant to replace him. The bottom line is ahead.
And coming up at 6, we are continuing to track the resignation of Fayette County School Superintendent Tom Shelton. We'll have the breaking details.